So, Konami made some choices, and a group of people got in a room at a table, probably, or um, who knows? Maybe they were smoking a doobie or getting drunk or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if they were intoxicated or what, but a group of people sat down and decided that today's list that we got revealed today was a good quality set, ready to kick off their summer of 2024 nationals events and worlds events, and would be the sequel to the set that is known as Rarity Collection, 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection, that came out last year in the TCG and Europe, like December, I can't remember. Known as the greatest set of all time. And this was their follow-up response to that set. They made some decisions, and today we were revealed those decisions. And for me personally, this is a complete and total waste of time. There's a lot of back and forth between the player base. There's a lot of people saying, I've seen arguments for the fact that the reprints that are coming in here are not gold rare, because we all know gold rare is disgusting and fucking awful. I've seen people come out and say, hey, I finally get my emergency teleport reprint and I can get a QCR of it. I see people come out and say, you're batshit crazy and you have no idea or a grasp on what the meta is. These are all meta relevant cards. I've seen a lot of arguments back and forth, and I've seen a lot of players coming out and saying this set's just disgusting and this is horrible, and this set is a waste of time. This set is dog shit. This set has no value. This set is just a joke. And I wanted to give my standpoint on that. So here's the thing. Konami, they announced this set as Rarity Collection 2. So myself as a consumer, the only basis I have to go off of that announcement, along with the cards they leaked, which are APO, Access Code, IP, the Planets, Book of Moon, the Solemn Brigade, a couple of Pearly cards. My only judgment I can make is to compare that to Rarity 1, because they didn't give any other information, right? They didn't bother to say this may be more of a blast from the past, or this may be a set that contains maybe players in the past favorite reprints, or, you know, branded doesn't have enough reprint support, so we're going to help branded players out. They didn't say any of that. They just said, hey guys, we saw so much success from Rarity 1, we're going to release Rarity 2, and we're going to rush it, because this was obviously rushed. And this is the result that you see on your screen before you of that rush. In my opinion, there are probably 8 to 10 cards that are any kind of relevance whatsoever to the game that I play. I don't play Edison. I don't play older formats. I don't do any of that shit. I just play advanced when I can go, obviously. But I was so hyped because, again, as a consumer, what I had to go off of was the information that I got from Rarity 1. And what did we get information-wise on Rarity 1? We got fucking hype, right? We got all kinds of craziness. Ash, Baron, fucking Effect Veiler, Lightning Storm, you had, God, Pot of Prosperity, Nibiru, you had Pot of Desires, you had the fusions, Mud Dragon and Draco, you have Striker Dragon, you have Reinforcement of the Army, you have the Dogmatica package, you have Ghost Spell, you had Shifter, you had all these crazy cool cards that are meta relevant staples, triple talents, Imperm. And the price of those cards at the time before this set came out last year, I think most of those cards cost anywhere between $5 and like what, $12? Well, not like Effect Veiler, but shit, like Baron was sitting around like what, 50 or 60 at the time. So I'm thinking this set, you know, like there's got to be cards that are going to be sitting at like that 50, 60 range that they're going to fucking reprint and help us out. Like that was the whole bullshit to get us to buy into Rarity 1 is, hey guys, all these expensive cards and shit, we're going to reprint it and you're going to get to play them now for cheap. You know, Baron, that you guys, some of you budget players couldn't afford. You guys get to play it now. And 4 months later we're banning it, but you get to play it now, so it's cool. And then we're met with this today. Yeah, Access Code is a $40 card. Well, 30. It's no like Baron. It doesn't go generically into every deck. You can play it in Snake Eye, you could play it in Fire, you could play it in circular bullshit decks, you could play it in those kind of decks. Like, yeah, cool. But where are those other like staples that are costing like $15, $20 range that are gonna help us out, right? Because that's the knowledge we have, is that Rarity is gonna help print cards to make them cheaper, so that budget players can play. Right? That's what Rarity Collection is. Right, Konami? And then I got this today. I watched 10 minutes of the first video that I saw on it and turned it off. Because I just couldn't be fucked. You know, because Abyss Dweller, dang, that card is so expensive. I really need that. Exosister cards, they're so much money. I really need them. Blue Eyes White Dragon cards. I got scammed. Konami, you did your job. You guys have proven that you're a bunch of goons, and you did your job today. I bought into the bullshit, and I invested into a case. I can't refund that now, and I can't go and get like store credit, so I'm just left with it. And I paid the MSRP on it. So I'm out that money, because I'm not gonna make anywhere near amount back on stuff that I don't want out of this set to justify why I spent that much money on it. So it's a loss. And the set itself, that I was just like, you know, I've had a rough turn with Konami since April with that ban list. It's actually a month today. It's currently the 13th of May. I was really bothered and disturbed by the ban list, and it really threw me off. It threw me through a loop, and I've been quietly, while I don't record as much this month, I've been quietly messing around with like deck techs and just trying to build stuff and get used to the new format that is what Konami created. And I'm thinking to myself this whole time, man, maybe Rarity 2 will really like amp me up. It'll hype me up. It'll make me want to go back to play locals, because I haven't played locals since the ban list. And I've been telling myself maybe Rarity 2 will help me liven up. It's their kickoff event for the summer. But then like it all goes back to like you should have known. And I'm kind of hopping around here. I should have known the signs. They've cut off Europe completely. European people, like, sorry, you just don't exist, Konami. They cut out the fan base from Worlds, so they're gonna hold Worlds here, but you can't go. And they kick off the summer event. Like, this is your big of set. That's the follow-up to Rarity 1, that's gonna hype up players, you know, like, we've been telling Konami all year this game is really expensive. Snake Eyes was $1,000 deck. And this is what they presented to us today. It's laughable. And I've said a couple of things on social media. I've gone into a couple of comment sections and just said how I feel a little bit. And like I told you, I get the arguments back of like, some folks are just happy that, you know, the alternate RF Ghost Ogre doesn't have that dog shit gold now on it. Now it can go get a QCR and cool. Ghost Ogre was like a what? A 50-cent card or $50 or 50-cent card. So it needed that reprint. Mystical Space Typhoon. Dang, that card was not printed enough. We needed a reprint. Anti-Spell. That shit you just put to 1. I really want that QCR now, so when I luck sack it, you know, I'm gonna luck sack that 1 QCR. Like the shit you're promoting, Konami. You are that little guy or girl in the corner with your glasses that's deceiving everybody. It just sucks. And I've said it a couple of times. I've been at a little bit of a tipping point with this game. And this is really one of those moments where it's just like, help me understand. Something I tell my employees as a manager at my job is, help me understand this when they're doing shit that they're not supposed to be doing. Help me understand why you're doing this. So if I look at things, okay? I look at Rarity 1. QCRs in the lineup of cards that are relevant to today's meta, which I played. I could go down the list and find all these cards that I've used out of this set. And then you line it up with the cards that you see in this set. And it just doesn't come close. And a lot of people are saying, well, I get to fill out the rest of those staples that I didn't have. I get to get my Moonlit Chill and my Ghost Ogre and my DD Crow. And my Droll. Well, cool. What about the other 75 spots on this fucking set? There's a couple of one-ups. You're gonna have your degenerate flu players that play Skill Drain, or the idiots that want to go against a Tempai format with the Solemn cards, or your pressured planets. But We're not going to put any targets in there for those planets. We're just going to give you the planets. Hey, you guys, you get your access code and you get your Appo. We're banning it next list, but you're getting your Appo now. So, quick, please go spend $50 on it. But we're banning it. We're giving you the Baron treatment. I'm just kind of dumbfounded today. The more and more I let it resonate and sink in, the more I think about it, I was hyped. I would this weekend I was sitting there like, dang man, like maybe this is gonna rejuvenate me and make me want to go play locals and make me want to go film more matches. Maybe it's gonna excite me enough to where I'm like, yeah, I want to get back out there. Hell no. What? Well, what deck am I playing that's gonna play these cards? I'm not playing Peaceful Calarium. I don't have Baron and fucking Manadeum. I don't play Kashtira. I don't play Scareclaw. I don't play Tyr. Those are rogue deck now. They're just there. Sure, you have a case that Kashtira can splash into an engine. Cool, I'll go get the super for 50 cents. You gave me one card out of 81. Thanks. Great summer kickoff. Like, this is what happened, and what could have happened is, hey guys, we saw the great response you had to Rarity Collection in December. It kicked off so well that we want to go ahead and jump out and get Rarity 2 for you, kicking off this summer. We're going to include a lot of cards that are a blast from the past. That's all you needed to say. But you couldn't even say that. And you presented it in a way that people thought they were getting more cards. Like, you fooled people. Which is what Konami does, right? Like, you fooled them. You've made a fool out of me, because I was, as soon the day I heard about Rarity 2, I hit up Brendan from Ghost Gaming and I said, yo bro, how much do you think a case is going to cost? And I put $200 down that day. And I paid that shit off within, I don't know, like 3 weeks. Gave him the full amount for the case. And I've been telling myself for the past 2 months since I paid that off, oh man, there's going to be more leaks coming. You've seen it in my video past. I talk about it out of nowhere. I've done multiple predictions of the things Konami could put out there. The ideas. It just kinda sucks. Just kinda sucks, man. To me, as a player who plays Advanced, the deck that I play is Sword Soul. And I was already at a handicap because it's Sword Soul. It's very linear. It's very easy to beat. But it requires, like, you can have a good night with it. You know, if you have some skill about you and you're having a good night drawing cards, you can make some noise with Sword Soul. And then the deck that's already a handicap got even more handicapped by the ban list in April. It went from like a 3 out of a 10 to a 2 out of a 10. Say what you will about Protoss, I look every day and Protoss isn't doing shit this format. It's not. At least it's not reported. And Sword Soul wasn't doing shit before. But at least you felt like you had a chance. Now you're just like, my end board is a nib token. I don't even get to play Sword Soul anymore. I just play nib token, hand trap, set blackout, pass. Can't do shit. So for me, it's kind of like, well, this is the format I play. Because I can't go weekends and shit like that to go play Edison. I have no interest in playing older formats. And so for me, this set does not appeal to me. But I find that out 8 days before the sets come out and I've already invested a case. And that's shame on me. I shouldn't have done that. I should have known. I should have known to wait. But I got my hopes up of based off the information I was already given. And that information was Rarity 1. And when you announce shit like Apo Access, you announce shit like IP, you announce shit like the planets, that's your announcements for the set. In my head, I'm like, damn, they haven't even announced either 50 cards. This set is going to go down as like the set that tops Rarity. And in my head, I was thinking, Rarity Collection is just going to one-up itself every set, and it's just going to be that set from now on that we all go, holy shit, I can't believe Konami just did that. Well, holy shit, I can't believe Konami just did this today, but it's not in the sense of what I thought at all. It's in the sense of, holy shit, a group of people got in a room and thought this was a good idea. Much like your banless decision-making, Konami, I cannot believe a group of people got into a room and thought this was a good idea. This screams to me that Konami is at ends with each other internally. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the set, there's some bangers in it. You know, there's Wraithsoft, there's Access Code, there's Permaleo, and that's it. There's those three. Oh, Dragoon, I guess. So there's somebody in that room that's just like, hey guys, you know, like, we just released that crazy set Rarity 1. Let's put some good stuff in here. And then there's the rest of the people in that room that are like, oh yeah, here, sure. And you can tell that the other group of people in this room are sitting there going, yeah, but I like Rescue Cat. Oh yeah, but Mystical Space is my favorite card. Oh, but I really like Geek-Telly. I know we just limited Anti-Spell, but hey, let's put it in there. Be cool, shiny QCR, so that next YCS, the guy that wins YCS, can say, oh yeah, I drew the one of and I flipped it. Like, this is just a joke, man. This is a joke. So, decision time, right? It's obviously decision time, especially now. Down the pipeline, I don't know. I've told myself in the past, before Rarity came out, that like, after the ban list, I told myself, well, just wait it out until Ice Barrier. You know, Ice Barrier looks like kind of fun. You know, who knows what they're going to bring for like Christmas time and things like that. But they're kicking it off great with Rarity 2. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. And it's just the complete opposite of Rarity 1. Had they simply put in 2 extra sentences in their announcement of this shit and just said, hey, here's a sneak peek of some of the cards that'll be in there, but this is going to be more of a blast from the past kind of set, guys. my expectations for this set would have not been nearly what they were this morning. And again, people may come at me with the argument of, that's your fault for expecting. Well, what did you want me to do? Because the only thing I had to compare it to was Rarity 1. And Rarity 1 was insane. So my expectation is, oh shit, this is the sequel to that? This shit's gonna be nuts. Like, this is hot trash. How many of these cards have not already been reprinted? Where are the cards here that only have one printing that are not accessible? Because that's what I've been told what Rarity Collection is that it's a set of reprints that are not as accessible to the public as all the other cards are. That's the information Konami has given us in the past. Now your counter argument might be, well, they didn't do it this time around. Well, that's because you're sleazeballs. You're fucking goons. That's your fault. That's not a me problem, that's a you problem. Local stores are gonna struggle. They're gonna struggle. If you already look at the pre-sale prices, who remembers, like, Ash was what, pre-selling at, I don't know if it'll go back this far on TCG Player, but let's look at, I don't know how far back I can go. $200 still. Forgive me. I should have put this up before. I just want to make a quick point. Apologies. Okay. So some of the sales data we have here. This card has been anywhere between like 130 to what? 2 sold for 280. That's a, I don't know if that's a scam. You see Ash Blossom, right? The chase card of the set. I'm pretty sure it was like pre-sailing around $300. And you look at today, the chase card, I guess, is going to be Apple. I don't know, maybe I'll refresh this and it'll be different. These are your pre-sales. That's how much. These numbers are what it's selling for right now on Rarity 1. 6 months later. These are the prices you're seeing now at Rarity 1. These are pre-sales, right? And I know we don't have much data. Apologies, I can only go off of the information I'm given, which is the whole fucking point of this video. And these pre-sales are dog shit, right? For me as a consumer who picked this set up thinking I'm going to get what I want out of it and then sell off the rest and I'm going to go even or maybe a bit below, but I'm going to have a good time with it. You know, it's going to revamp me and it's going to re-intrigue me into the game and it's going to re-hype me up. You think that this is re-hyping me up? $110 for the most expensive card of your summer kickoff set, Rarity 2, the sequel to the great Rarity 1. No, this does nothing for me. In fact, this makes me more pissed. And I had a buddy of mine who was messaging me today, and he said, you know, I don't go after these sets to sell them off or anything like that. I do it to collect. Great. For all you collectors out there that really need that Mystical Space Typhoon reprint, I'm hoping you're happy. You know? I'm really glad you got a hold of that card because it was hard to find, right? Mystical Space Typhoon is very, very inaccessible and hard to find. It needs that reprint. Man, if only I was able to get my hands on that MST. You know? You guys really are in touch with the player base. Yeah. So that's my only thing for today. I'm a bit bitter. Very let down. Sucks. I was really excited this morning when I woke up and was like, dang, this is gonna really rejuvenate me and help me out. And it didn't do any of that for me. So, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not opening this case, especially for the channel. I'm not gonna video any of it. I don't even know if I'll open it. But I might just pick up singles on TCG Player because I have like 300, 400 in credit still, and I don't know if I'm just gonna walk away from the game for a little bit. I made a comment on Twitter today, and the guy replied with, "If you think that the game is stale, why are you even playing?" And I wanted to respond, well, I haven't played for a month, but like, it's a good question. If it's really not doing anything for me, why am I even sticking around? So, just stuff to think about, you know? But anyway, guys, please let me know your thoughts below. Like, if you can talk me into this set, please find a way to explain to me why these cards were needed and how they benefit off of what we thought Rarity Collection was. Please listen to what I say in this video, because if you come at me and just say, oh, you're an idiot because this fills out my binder, now I can get QCR Droll, that excuse is pathetic. I could give a fuck less about that. Tell me why those 81 cards we were shown today, make it make sense as to why they were the follow-up to what Rarity 1 was. But yeah, be kind, be respectful to each other, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, anyway, peace.